What is happening, Magnus? Now, you know, I heard about this. I did hear something, or see something, while doom scrolling somewhere, that they basically didn't give a damn. They were going to downsize it, or something like that. And people have a major issue with this. So, let me check this out. But the article here also has James Gunn in the title. So, let's see what they're talking about. Yeah. Netflix's takeover of Warner Bros. Discovery keeps revealing more about what the streamer actually values and what it doesn't. Many believe Netflix will eventually scale back its theatrical releases, if not abandon them altogether. Many people are worried about that, including myself. I'm an avid moviegoer. I love the theater experience, and I hope that it never disappears. Just like many gamers hope that physical media never disappears, you know? Hopefully, but we'll just have to see. That Ron don't even play the game bars. Now, there's also the question of whether Netflix viewed Warner Bros. Games as essentially worthless, as reports indicate that the company assigned little to no value to the division during its bid. Well, it could get bought, it could get. And that dismissive attitude may extend even further. See, that's what I kept saying, is that if they had no value to them whatsoever, even though they do have like Netflix games. So I don't understand why that would be of little value to them. If they do have a gaming division, if they offer gaming, why would that have little to no value? And that dismissive attitude may extend even further because Netflix didn't mention James Gunn or the DCU at all when outlining what excited them about their new DC properties. Oh, that's interesting. That could point to an issue. Warner Bros. Games includes some of the biggest console franchises in the industry, from Mortal Kombat to the Batman Arkham titles to Hogwarts Legacy. Now, I've seen the Harry Potter movies. They're all right to me. Didn't have a problem with them. Don't hate them. Don't love them. But Hogwarts Legacy was a major hit. Batman Arkham titles, some of the greatest games of all time, period. Okay, they set the standard for what Spider-Man 1 and 2 took to another level as far as the fighting gameplay went. Okay? Wow. I didn't even think the Spider-Man could do better. I thought it might do as good, but the more I played, I was like, I like these fights more than the Arkham series. And I love the Arkham series. And Mortal Kombat. I mean, it speaks for itself. Mortal Kombat is on the Mount Rushmore, okay, of fighting games. Period. What do you got on the Mount Rushmore? It's Street Fighter 2, okay? If you want to just put the franchise, it'd be Street Fighter, but Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, Tekken. What will be the next one? I can't think of a fourth one. What? Killer Instinct? Fatal Fury? King of Fighters? I had to think about that one. Virtua Fighter? Marvel vs. Capcom? I had to think about that. Anyway, it's one of the granddaddies of them all. Literally in the conversation for the GOAT, the greatest of all time. So why would that be worthless to them? Yet Netflix's leadership publicly downplayed the division while explaining acquisition, describing it as relatively minor in the grand scheme of things. Excuse me. Gaming is bigger than music and movies combined. That shocked me when I heard it. That should not, especially when you have a gaming division, be minor. Kotaku highlighted how how strange it was to treat a slate of proven best-selling franchises like they barely register. Raises the question about whether Netflix intends to support AAA game development or pivot. It's a WWE word. Pivot the studios toward cheaper mobile-style output, which notably haven't been a success for Netflix. Interestingly enough, during Netflix's presentation, CEO Ted Sarandos highlighted Matt Reeves' Penguin series as a major DC asset heading to Netflix's platform. Yeah, well, the Batman and the Penguin series are damn good. I ain't finished the Penguin series, which I will, but it's damn good. Like, you know, I didn't see people being divided. I didn't see the fandom divisive over the Penguin or the Batman. You know what I mean? But he didn't mention Gunn, the DCU slate, or any upcoming DCU movies or TV shows. The silence stands out because of Netflix. Netflix truly saw a massive value in the DCU, it would have been front and center. Instead, the only DC project singled out was Penguin, which sits outside Gunn's continuity. Aha! 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 As a result, following Netflix winning the WBD bid, both Gunn and DCU co-head Peter Safran ran to Bloomberg in what looked like a desperate attempt to save their jobs. Really? What they do? Adding fuel to the speculation that Gunn's DCU is trouble. Oh, is this the contract extension? Is the fact that WBD CEO David Zaslav only extended Gunn and Safran's contract 6 months, which lines up with the sale of WBD which is set to go through to Netflix. That suggests Netflix will be deciding the fate of the DCU, assuming Netflix's deal does go through. Meanwhile, Zaslav gave WB film heads Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi lengthy contract extensions, which will carry on over with the sale. Well, I don't know what to tell y'all. I do not know what to tell y'all. But I told you before, I feel like this is a bad deal. This is not good for us. The fans, the fandom of all things WB. I'm getting it. I got a bad feeling about this. And I've told y'all, whenever I got a bad feeling about something, usually it's correct. I think, what's my percentage rate of having a bad feeling and being right? I truly believe it's around 98, 99. Probably 99%, you know. Oh, I hope I'm wrong. Hope I'm wrong. 10 million subscribers.